When I'm in Breitnau, I remember how gorgeous it is and how much I love cows. When I'm not here, I totally forget. It's very peaceful, it's very beautiful. And Lothar deciding to buy 11 bathroom, gazillion bedroom, 700 square meter living room house suddenly makes sense. I'm walking back from the windmill. It's not working and it's blocked off, so I can't get up there, which is a shame because when you're up there you can see all the way to Freiburg. So I haven't seen Freiburg this time. Hopefully I'll be back before too long. It's been 5 years since my last visit to the Black Forest. During that time I went to England, I went to Thailand and Vietnam because relatives of mine were there. Like a son lived in Chiang Mai. Look at these gorgeous cows. Over there is the church in Breitnau. And they really did put the Catholic Church in a gorgeous spot. And it's surrounded by many tiny little gardens which are over the graves of those departed. And in fact, when I was walking through there today, they were digging a grave and some other people were tending to a grave. So I didn't take a video of it. Alistair, my youngest son, when he was in kindergarten in Breitnau, he would run through the graveyard to get to kindergarten because it was the shortest way from the house. And I can remember after his grandmother died, when he was 5, he came for a year. Kindergarten in Breitnau, or preschool, whatever they called it. And I can remember him stopping at the gate to the graveyard saying, "These people are all dead. Did they all smoke?" Because he knew that his grandmother smoked from 16 until she died at 76. Well, she stopped smoking a year and a half before she died because she had lung cancer. And she was told by the doctors that it was the best type of lung cancer. They'd cut it all out, which of course was a lie. But until then, she smoked 60 cigarettes a day, which takes a lot of effort. And she would light the next cigarette with the one that was about to go out. I believe that's the definition of a chain smoker, and she was one. When she started smoking, 16 in 1932, that was when Jews were being demonized, and she didn't know until then that she was a Jew. Her father had already died. No one had ever been to a synagogue in her family, but suddenly she became an enemy of the state, and she lost her German citizenship, and she started smoking. Okay. Looking back at the cows and the windmill. "25 years ago, we had a comet called Hale-Bopp that came as close as a comet ever can, Halley's Comet. And a whole lot of lunatics killed themselves, thinking that the comet was somehow going to bring them back to life or some nonsense like that. Huge tragedy. They were all digital nomads right then, before anyone else was. That was in 1997. Amazing. Anyway, the comet was very visible in the Black Forest, and so I drew a picture of it over the windmill. And what's amazing is I drew it with Prismacolor, and it looks exactly today as it did when I drew it. Good paper, good pencils, they don't fade. Now I use Faber-Castell. Prismacolor pencils have deteriorated. Not sure why, but they break, when they never did. But they've certainly survived. I still have the same Prismacolors as I had 25 years ago, and my son is drawing with them now. More cows. I haven't seen very many cows in the week we've been here, mainly because it's been absolutely soaking wet every day. This is the first sunny day we've had. So I walked from Hinterzarten through Ravenna Schlucht, through Breitnau. I walked to the church over there. I don't know how many kilometers or miles I've walked, but it's been absolutely delightful. The great dilemma. I could have stayed here. I could have sold my house in New Jersey and moved here. But Lothar was becoming increasingly irrational. And in light of what happened after that, I'm very glad I didn't. He was incapable of making a sensible financial decision. And he just went nuts. Parkinson's. Awful disease. Is that a cat? What is that? Something is down there. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. No, that's not it. It's a cat. It's a definite cat scratching itself. Very nice. Where is he? Is that him? No, keep missing it. Where is he? Okay, let's get this in perspective. Well, he's there somewhere. Could that be him? That is him. Oh, look at him, he's gorgeous. We don't see many cats here. Oh, and look at those two cows hanging out. Gorgeous. Chatting with each other. Well, that cat is far away from everything. He looks well fed. His job is catching mice, of course. Oh, look, he's looking at me. Hi, cat. Gorgeous. Okay. Look at those cars over there. Okay, I think that will do with my walk. I want to get back to Hinterson eventually. Yeah. See, I would have had to have gone up one of those mountains to look over at the Freiburg. This is absolutely the end of the Black Forest. You can't drive down directly from here. There's just cliffs. You have to go the other way through. There's two roads down from the Black Forest, but there isn't one, not through Breitnau. Breitnau is a dead end. As we told a French army when they tried to drive out of Freiburg in 1994, drove all their tanks up the hill to Breitnau. And they had to ask the school teacher who spoke French how to get to France. Oh my, you think I'm making that up? I absolutely am not. It made my son's day. Looking out the window, seeing all these tanks parked up the road. My second son had a language translator, so until they could find someone who spoke French, Mars was happily working with this 11-year-old, 12-year-old. He was going back and forth with his language translator, telling them how to get to France. Wo ist Frankreich? Je suis perdu. Okay, Susanna J. Dodgson in Breitnau, 19th of September, 2002.